Buenos dias, Gunners Collective. Back at it? You already know. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. Here's another one. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. She's like, what? Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. She's a torta with some bad habits. Bye-ya. Bye-ya. And I love it. Bye-ya. Order, as you can tell by that thumbnail right there, let me answer a question, right? But before we get into that question, let me tell you something, man. Like and subscribe, right? Come hook your boy up, man. Get back on this because we're about to do some new stuff. Or are we? One never knows, does one. But you see that thumbnail, and that thumbnail says, will Gunner and Dubs leave YouTube? Are we leaving YouTube? You know, a lot of people have been getting at me in my DMs. They're like, hey, you guys are not putting out as much content as you used to. And I'm not going to lie, man. When the yard becomes dirty, when the game becomes dirty and twisted, when there's just a lot of bullshit in the game, man, it kind of turns you off. You're kind of like, you know what? I'm cool with this, man. You know, I ain't new to this. I'm true to this. This has made me open my eyes and, you know, and think about things in my life, what I want to do, what I want to pursue. Now, the reason I say myself and Dubs is because we chop it up. We conversate daily, man. We're pretty much on the same page as far as what we want to do here on YouTube and what we don't want to do. And what we don't want to do is disrespect people. What we don't want to do is fall into them frivolous antics and do all that, right? That's not really what we're into. Now, I ain't gonna lie, man. Sometimes there comes a time in your life when you have to defend yourself. When people are saying this and that, and you need to set your foot down, and you need to let people know what it really is, or how you feel, or what time it is, what time you're on. But for the most part, you know, we're not trying to engage in that bullshit. And I'm gonna speak for him like I speak for myself, even though I can't speak for that man. I am. And what I'm going to say is I'm sure he agrees when he didn't start his YouTube channel just like I didn't start my YouTube channel to disrespect people or to go back and forth. That's not what we're here for. We're here to give a little clecha, a little entertainment, drop a little diamond in the rough sometimes, a little jewel, and you take it for what you want. You know, if you want to take it in a positive manner and do that in your life, that's get it. If you don't, well, fuck you then. You know what I mean? That's on you, straight up. I ain't got nothing to do for you. Or I can't do nothing for you. But God, we're going to keep it pushing. You know, as far as the question, are we quitting YouTube? For myself and myself only, I can say absolutely not, right? That's not going to happen, gente. What's going to continue to happen is I'm going to continue to drop my entertaining stories. My bedtime stories are coming back with a vengeance. I've been knocking them out. They're all on hold. You know, green light will be pushed on them and they will be pushed out. Now, as far as what Dubs is doing over there, I know he's slowed down a little bit. You know, I watch all his spills, so I know exactly what's going on. But we got a lot going on outside of YouTube, gente. You know, our attention has been focused on other things and things that we got coming up. So we haven't, myself and Dubs, necessarily been on the ball. We took our foot off the gas pedal. So let's get, you know, and it should be all gas, no brake. But we didn't do that. But we're back. I think we're back harder than ever. I think Dubs has some great spills up and coming, you know, in the near future. As far as myself, this is daily, 2-banger. You know what it is. Clap, clap, bang, bang. I'm going to continue to do what I do, gang, gang, right? Because I have to do what I have to do necessary, you know, to put stuff out there. That's just what I'm on. You know, trip out the other day, someone asked me a question, and I'm just being real. This is just simple conversation, right? Valto asked me, he said, hey, Guns. He said, what do you do this for? I said, I do it for funsies, right? And I was being a little sarcastic, like, yeah, I just do it for fun. Ain't nothing too fun about this, you know, but when you lose the thrill, when the thrill is gone, when you lose that fun aspect of the game, people can notice. You know, people have been telling me, damn, Gun, you know, we notice your comedy is still funny, yet it's not as carefree as it used to be. Now it's like you got a little edge to it. You're a little bit more gritty and grimy. And that's a fact, you know, when you are getting persecuted and shit talked about you from so many different angles, you get a chip on your shoulder. You know, you get a chip on your shoulder and you decide that if for no other reason, those that you felt appreciated you, those that you felt, you know, liked you for you, all of a sudden they don't overnight, you know, because one person said one thing or another. And that's, you know, and that's some bullshit right there. That gets you into an area of gray matter. That's what makes you mean. That's what turns you into a pit. That's what gets you going relentlessly. Now, you guys all know me. So, I ain't never gonna lie, man. I'll fucking do what it does, cuz, right? And at the end of the day, You know I could do that back and forth with the best of them. You know I could spit with the best of them. But I'm not on that time. You know, I elevated my game. You know, I graduated my game, and I'm not on that time. You know, I'm not on that. I got old, eh? I'm 45 years old, man. I'm an old motherfucker. I look good. I know I look good. Ask her. She'll tell you your BM's right there sitting next to you. But at the same time, in the meantime, in between time, I just ain't got no time for no reindeer games like that. I mean, I'm not going to do that, you know. I refuse to bring myself down to that level, and I refuse to go at it with some individuals that I once was in friendships with, or I once was cool with, or I once looked at as associates, as cool people. I can't be mad at them. They feel how they feel, and I'm going to continue to do me, and that's it. You know, if they don't like it, fucking make a video about me every day. It's only bringing me more subscribers. By the way, like and subscribe if you like what I'm bringing. Well, since we're here, you know, I wanted to tell you that, you know, whatever me and Dubs decide to do in the future, gente, you know, is ultimately our decision. As far as me leaving YouTube or him leaving YouTube, that's not the case, man. That was never brought up in conversation. We kind of took a step back from lives. We kind of took a step back from all the bullshit, the frivolousness, and we kind of took a step back from just everything that was going on. You know, the he said, she said, because at the end of the day, man, to engage in that is childish. That's childish acts. And when you're a grown man, that's hypocritical to be engaging. Although I have in the past, although I did have a little funsies with it, right? I've decided that's not for me. So you're not going to see too much of that engaging back and forth with anything that is unbecoming, anything that doesn't make sense to me, my bag, my life, my family. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to put my family in a situation or put my gente in a situation that's all bad just because some people feel how they feel and they get butthurt because I clown the fuck out of them from top to bottom, from bottom to the top, from the toenails to the tippy top of their alfalfa hair, right? I could do that all day long. I got good wordplay, but why? What do I win out of it? You know what I mean? I don't win nothing. You know, I got a lot of people that get at me like, damn, Gun, don't acknowledge that, or damn, Gun, you need to fucking catch that fade, or damn, Gun, you need to do this. How about, damn, just watch my fucking thing, hit me with a thumbs up or thumbs down. I'm going to wear that crown. Now, there's a lot that's been going on YouTube, gente. A lot. You know, and one thing I wanted to touch on that I just seen right now was S-Bone from the 40s got his house raided, right? Ooh, they turned that motherfucker upside down, right? Ain't that weird? Ain't that funny? That's how serious and real this YouTube shit gets. This is why people slow down and take a second look, right? This is why I'm like, I'll pass. I ain't gonna do that story. I'll pass, right? Guard! I'll fucking pass. And the reason is this YouTube, these social media platforms actually can affect you in real life. Oh, yes, they can. You know, I'm going to tell you a few ways and a few things that have affected me in my life. But S-Bone gets raided last night. And of course, people want to pin it on, hey, it's that dude 600, or hey, it's this guy that fucking told her. No, what it is all of a sudden the focus comes on you when you're on social media. It's just the way it is, man. If you give a placa a fucking toenail in the door to get in, they're clawing their way in. Wolverine. That's just how it is. You know, the same thing's going on with the Tupac case right now with Keefe D. You know, he put himself out there. He started telling stories. I don't know what the fuck he was thinking. If he's an OG in the game like that and knows what it is, then he would know better. So he should have did better, right? But all these stories he's telling 25, 30 years later, and he thinks it's all good in the hood. There ain't no statute of limitations. That's it. Ain't never good in the hood, right? Let me tell you right now, the man, the administration, the placas, the people, they will catch their man eventually. That's what it's all about. It's all about the feria. And that man means a big old number and big old feria to them. And they got him. Now, as far as what he'll be charged with and this and that, I don't know. That's he said, she said. You know, maybe that Vato's going to cut a deal. But he sure did talk a lot on Mr. Vlad, I'll get you locked up TV, right? And guess what happened? Shit got raided. Anyway, so S-Bone's house gets raided last night. And I can only think that it has something to do with social media. I can only think someone's trying to cancel his culture and get him up out the way. Or, in fact, man, he might have said a little too much and got on the Placas radar and boom, they decided to beep, boop, bitty, boop, 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 and do their thing. It's an ugly situation. And these are the reasons why people kind of think about taking steps back from social media. It's things like this, plus a whole bunch of motherfuckers talking shit. We get tired of it. I'm tired of it. You tired of it? We get tired of it, man. When you start talking about the same man every day, with an agenda to cancel his channel or with an agenda to stop what he's pushing, you know, you start to become obsessive. People start to look at you a certain way. The first few times it was all good, Brent. When it continues, it's like, hey, where's your other fucking, do you got anything else to talk about? You got any more spill? You know what I mean? People start to wonder, you know, and that's cool though. To each their own, man. Everyone get yours. If you want to use my name to get money, get money. I'm going to be like Tupac over here. I'm going to take money. And that's just how it is. Now, how this has affected me, it's got me thinking. You know, at one point in time, I was like, you can have this shit. Never once did I think about quitting my YouTube channel, but I was like, you can have this genre. You can have all these individuals that go in your lives that ride the fence, you know, talk about you one day, then don't. And then you can have all that. If you want that, if that's what makes you feel good in your life, say, get here, ponle, have that. You bitch, you too. Don't play the games. Just because you were offering me on my one over there on Instagram, get the fuck over there, right? That's just how it is. But it's affected me in a way where I just don't give a fuck no more, man. I'm just going to continue to do me, and I'm going to let an easy, breezy, beautiful cover girl over my head because I don't care. There's no way for me to express how I feel towards the people that have rocked with me from day one. Man, thank you. My gratitude is in abundance, man. I appreciate everything. I know I don't deserve too much, you know. I know I got skeletons in the closet and things in my past and things that I shouldn't have said that maybe I did when I was young. Hey, this is just facts, man. As I got older, I got colder from having the weight of the world on my shoulders like Pac, and that little chip is going to continuously stay on my shoulder. I'm always going to have to reflect in the mirror and wonder where I went right when I should have went left in my life. You know, people sit here and they say, damn, Gun, you try to promote unity, you try to do this, but people still are gangbanging and talk shit. That's on them, eh? I'm not here to stop anyone's stride. I'm not here to stop anyone's hustle. Or if you want to be active and really get it, go ahead and get it. I've always said that. I'm just here to tell you my stories and let you know the reasons why I'm not in that position. And it's not because I was a punk or a poop butt or scared or dumb. It's because, man, hey, maybe I wasn't cut from that cloth. Maybe I found myself in a situation that I shouldn't have been in. That's just part of the game. I suffered so much over the years going through the struggle, and I put in so much work and did so many different things that when the fucking shit finally went down, I finally was on the other side when I was behind those walls or behind those bars in that fucking oil, and I had to make a decision, man. You know, how do I feel in my life? I said, damn, it was all for nothing. I was manipulated more than the next man. What's whatever. I was clever enough and smart enough to understand that and to say, hey, this ain't for me. Boy, you guys get yours. I always have love for the Norteños. You know what I mean? I always have respect for the Southerners because that's business and that's what it's all about. But at the end of the day, I don't have it in me, man. It's not me. I'm not a gangster, I guess. You know what I mean? Woohoo! Sounds good, it's not a gangster, right? I could have told you that. And that's it. But that doesn't mean I'm a punk or a sucker, man. It just means I'm not into that fighting over something that I truly don't believe in anymore, man. I'm not saying it's not a righteous cause. I'm not saying it is or it isn't. It's just not me. But I'm going to continue to do my spills here on YouTube and give you the really raw because the raw is really. Now, so many things I've suffered and went through. People talking shit about me. People exposing me. People lying on me. People getting at family members and disrespecting them. You know, I had someone get at one of my family members and send him a letter with Mekos in it. Just weird shit and crazy shit. Things that people do to troll me. And they believe that's righteous, you know. But if I defend myself one time, I'm the bad guy. If myself or Dubs defends ourselves one time here on our social media platform and utilizes it to say, hey, fuck you, eh? You know what I mean? Then we're bad guys. And that kind of turns you off. That puts you off where you're like, man, what am I doing this for? Is it all about the money, the little old bag we get once a month? Is it all about the fame and the glory and for people to tell us we're cool? Hey, you're cool, eh? You know what I mean? Nah. It ain't for that. It's actually a therapeutic process, man. It's actually something we do to help us in our lives, to remind us of where we come from and where we're not trying to go back to. It's forever forward, like the gente says, forever forward, right? Well, this is what has encompassed my life, and I'm forever forward with this. Will I stop because some people don't like me? Absolutely not. Will I lose subscribers and gain them in the process? That's part of the game, lame. That's just what it is, right? You can't expect everyone to fall off and everyone to dislike me because you dislike me. And I can't expect everyone to like me because I got the charisma to make the bitch go boom, 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 boom. She knows what it is. You know, it just is what it is, man. People are going to hate you and love you. But as far as me and Dubs, are we leaving YouTube? No. There's your answer. For those that have tried so hard to get rid of us, man, absolutely not. It's not going to happen, eh? You know, but we're not going to disrespect and play them back and forth games. They say, Gun, you stopped going live. You got ran off the yard. I'll be coming back soon, right? The lives will be coming back when I have time. You know, I'm working and I got bitches twerking and I'm over here doing the jerkin. You know what I mean? I'm trying to just do, and using jerkins. I'm trying to do so much with so little time, man, gente. But I will be back. Oh, I will be back, and I'm sure Dubs will be right there along with me, man. Because when you meet a good friend, when you meet a good person that's on the same page, that has some of the same aspirations and the same goals, man, you have no other reason than to strive together to make things happen. Now, let's clear the elephant in the room for those of you that are really in my business and want to know. So I could tell you, man. You know, when I first started this YouTube shit, there was a lot of the guys that I either promoted or helped along the way, or they helped me. You know, went both ways. And you see we're no longer rocking together. You see we're no longer daily on the phone or kicking back or, you know, jumping on each other's lives or things of that nature. And for the most part, you know, that has me baffled. You know, it has me wondering. You know, I'm not going to sit here and say some of the guys I distanced myself from because I didn't want to play that, you know, hey, talk about this guy one day, the next day it's all cool, and then, you know, get on the phone and talk. I didn't want to do all that. I didn't want to indulge in that. You know, some of the guys I was flabbergasted. I never thought that they would, you know, talk shit about me or disrespect me and my family and my people and everything I got going on the way they did. But hey, everybody is everybody. You know, I have my own fucking primo on this motherfucker acting like a bofo. Fucking straight hortatis, right? But that's just part of life. You know, you need to roll with that and understand that these people were truly never your friends from the gate. It was all about utilizing you or, you know, recognizing you for what they could at that point in time, but they could easily just fall off. And that's why most of the fucking guys, the YouTubers that I did hang around with are in the situations that they're in now as far as not being active or not gangbanging or not that. And I'm not saying they're punks or any of that because they're not, man. Most of the guys, and there's one in particular who I felt was a great friend of mine, man, that I no longer associate with. And that's because of me, man. That's because I felt that if for no other reason, man, that's the way I should steer my life. I should shake and bake and get rid of everyone, man, like they shook me. And decide that if for no other reason, man, the only way I can continue on and doing what I have to do and hitting my, you know, my set goals is to do it solo bolo. Now, of course, I affiliate with Dubs like a motherfucker. That's my friend, not my homeboy, but my friend, man. So he will guide me with Klecha because he's Klecha'd up, man. When I have a question that I need to ask, I just ask, hey, Dubs, what you? I was thinking about doing this, yeah. Oh, I shouldn't talk about my people? Okay, maybe I shouldn't, right? And he tells me, hey, stick to your comedy, stick to what got you here, bro. And gives me, you know, lifts my spirits and gives me game and tells me, hey, bro, this is what you should do, you know. I'd be like, damn, I know about this talking about something about that from Massachusetts. I don't even know that about that, right? People are coming out of the woodworks. They see my name. They know my name, but they don't know me. But they decide that if for no other reason, it's going to get them a few clicks, a few views, and then they fucking run with it. But for those of you that have asked the questions, are me and Dubs leaving YouTube? Fuck no, right? And for those of you that have asked, you know, Gunner, why don't you hang around with anyone anymore? They don't like me no more. They took their fucking Tonka trucks and got out of the sandbox, right? And just left me by myself. So I was like, dude, I thought it was all cold as shit. It was raining. You know what I mean? I want to go outside in the rain. And I did. It may sound crazy, but I was by myself. You know? Now I was right there. A lot of the homies just turned their back on me. You know, whether it be fucking other people directing that traffic and fuck with their minds or them thinking some type of thing. But at the end of the day, I'm going to stand firm and 10 toes down and say, you know, a lot of the reasons that, you know, people turned their back on me, man, was for not, you know, it was all bullshit. You got twisted up. It is what it is. Anyways, you know, does it hurt the heart? Nah, it doesn't hurt the heart, but it just makes me wonder, like, wow. You know, there's a lot of things that I know about a lot of these individuals, man, that you know, I consider friends that I'll take to the grizzly with me, man, because that's just what it is, man. Like I said, there ain't nothing to it but to do that. Nothing to worry about. Plain and simple and facts. With that being said, gente, you know, I hope that answered your question. Are me and Dubs going to jam? Are we going to leave? Are we going to bow down to the Westside Connect? Are we going to do like Mac 10 and Ice Cube and just fight and just get the fuck on? It's not going to happen, gente. We continue to strive. Like I said, we got bigger and better things going on outside of YouTube, but we are always going to make the time to impress and entertain the gente that have been rocking with us since day one, you know. Like and subscribe, gente, because let me tell you something. So I got the double up today. And if you guys have been waiting on a bedtime story, don't wait no longer, because this motherfucker's a banger. You already know what it is. With that being said, I hope that you guys have a great weekend, man, that you move with the purpose. Are you guys going to watch the fight? I know I'm going to watch the fight. Who you got? I got Crawford over Spence, and I guess fucking Caleb Plant already won by slapping Charlo. It just is what it is. If you ain't seen that man tap into that, man, he slapped the motherfucking soul out of the soul to soul. You know what I mean? It ain't soul to soul anymore. It's just soul. Straight up. He slapped half of it out of him. Man, that about the Charlo was so stunned. He didn't know where he was at and what to do. It took him a 5-minute delayed reaction to even think about chasing him. That white boy said, and you get it like that, Wood. You know what it is, man. Thumbs up or thumbs down. See, Heavy's going to be the head that wears the crown. I'm going to continue to strive and struggle right here on YouTube and bring you guys the best possible entertainment I can. Try to bring the gente together. Black and brown is my forte. That's what I push, man. It's what I always have. I ain't switched up on none of that. For those of you out there, man, that have fell off because people said this about me or people said that about me, or you felt righteously that you didn't fuck with me anymore, respects to you anyways. And I'm going to continue to do me. It ain't nothing to it but to do it. Getting my mind right so I can shine right. This is the gun. Bang to the bang, bang to the bang, bang, bang. You know what it is, gang.